All right, I'm ready on this side.
Okay, let me add the bot.
And I'm not gonna get off the page because of the bot. And I'm on the mic. I want to.
All right, there we go.
Poor Luther, he's supposed to be taking a nap. And I said, I should be done in an hour. And it's an hour and almost a half later, and I am not done.
You can be done in an hour once we get through this first initial session, and then you'll have it all down. You'll be like, boom, done. We done it.
Yeah.
The initial run was never going to be an hour.
No, I don't know who I thought I was kidding, but okay. So I'm gonna think of some really cool things, like an intro thing or whatever, and that type of thing. But right now we're just gonna go. So and we're gonna go.
No, we're not. You're gonna think of an intro. Hello, something, a greeting, an intro, so I know where to cut this motherfucker.
Oh, okay. All right, then I will start now. Welcome to the Musings of the Maven. I am the Maven, Michelle. How y'all doing today? This is my new venture, going along with some storytelling and fun things that I love to talk about, or just things that are coming up to my mind, because that's why I'm musing. So with that being said, I have an agenda today, my agenda, and I'm not making fun of any ethnic group. I'm just I bit my tongue. So that's what happened. So if anybody's like, oh my God, she's being evil, like, let it go. It's really not that serious. It is that serious, but it's not. I'm not being malicious. Does that make sense? Should we start over? Okay.
Nope, we're keeping all of that in.
Okay, cool. All right, so Musings of the Maven. Looking at my notes, my handy dandy notebook. I have the church announcements, the praise and worship. Before I go to praise and worship, I just want to point out my fuzzy jacket. It was on sale at Carbon 38, and it's got thumb holes. And I always say a bitch loves a good thumb hole, so I want y'all to see my thumb hole. Shout out to Denise, Lucky Lacquer, with my these are not these are glasses. These are nails. So shout out to Denise for the nails. Love you for that. All right. So praise and worship announcements goes as follows. Shout out to all the Capricorns and the Sagittarii, all of the December people having birthdays. I know it's probably a lot of y'all out there, but I want to give a shout out to the lady, Miss AfroGeeks, who is on my guest today. She gave me my guest today. And then shout out to my hubby. Happy birthday to you in December. Happy birthday today. Happy birthday to Dion Thomas, one of my muses and my inspirations for being a wonderful fitness instructor, and my cousin Adrian, my sister Maya has a birthday. It's a lot of great birthdays to all you wonderful Capricorns and Sagittarii. And also, while I do this, and this is a dry run, I'm going the way it is. Shout out to Martin Reed, to Tasha Edwards, and then those are my people that I know in real life. And then I want to give a special shout out to people that I follow that I absolutely am inspired by. Kev on Stage is one of my big inspirations. I love me some Tony Baker. Terrell Grice, The Terrell Show, love you. Jackie Aina, who doesn't love her? The nappy-headed jojoba, love you to death. Milagro, Big Millie Grams, for being so inspirational and for being yourselves, and that the world embraced you for being yourself. So I am setting out on that same way. I don't know where this road is going to take me, but thank y'all. And thank you to Lady, who's on this call, because she's always coming up with ideas and she's amazing. So, and then let's go take it all the way back. I just want to thank me for being me, like Snoop Dogg, and thank y'all, because I realized after some deep conversations with the lady that I've been doing this stuff and inadvertently before it was popular for at least 9 years. So why not get back into it? It's a good time to get back into it. So I have some notes here, and the theme of this thing here today, my musings for the day, is Issa Rae Day. And you're like, oh, you just, dick riding because, Issa Rae just closed up the season of Insecure. And I'm here to say, no, I'm not. I'm not dick riding, A, because she doesn't have a dick. And then B, and if you don't know what dick riding is, it means that you're riding somebody's wave. But I've been riding her wave since she was the awkward black girl. So I want to shout out. And this will all make sense. It'll all come into a full circle. So the other day, Sunday, the 26th was a final Insecure on HBO Max or whatever the hell they call it. And I've been following her since she had her channel on YouTube and all the different iterations of Issa Rae to the one that we have now. So my backstory to that is that I got a whim one day. I was listening to something or reading something or saw something on Facebook. I don't remember how it came about, but I saw that Extra, the TV show, was gonna do a Gundam style flash mob. So I was like, I'm crazy. Let's go see what it's about. So I met up with Maria Menounos and a bunch of people who just showed up for free to do this wonderful flash mob. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna rehearse and all this good stuff like that. And then I said, oh my gosh, this is gonna be such an amazing thing because Gundam style was such a big thing. And if y'all don't know, we'll put like a little video or something that's, I'm not gonna use a song, but Psy was the artist. And for that show or that incident, we did it, or incident, I sound like I'm at work, that event, we were at the Grove, and it was amazing. And I was so happy that my lady, my friend Miss AfroGeeks, could come with me. So we got some behind the scenes footage. So Stacey rolled up and she was recording, and we actually posted that video on my old YouTube under Grounded Works. And like, we just posted, just like say, hey, this is what Michelle's doing. And I ended up getting like 28,000 views, and it was going everywhere. And I didn't know what viral was. And this is back in 2012. So I'm inviting Stacey up to talk about that crazy day, because I'm sure I'm gonna miss something. So she's gonna call me out on my shit. So Stacey, what do you remember about that day?
I remember us getting up so early.
So early.
To go to the Grove and driving. And it was a hurry up and wait situation because we were there at, I don't know, was it 6 or 7 a.m. or even earlier than that?
Stupid a.m.
And just stupid a.m., crack of dawn, and just waiting. And we got the good parking, but we were just waiting for, I think, even the crew to show up.
Yeah, the crew wasn't there. Yeah, that's right.
We were there, we were ready to go. We were there. And it was just a hurry up and wait situation. It was cold. Was it cold that day?
It was cold-ish. It got warm because the sun wasn't quite out all the way yet.
What month was it? I don't recall.
September.
Yeah.
It was September. And we remember, it was September. It was September.
Yeah. Then I remember the rehearsing of beforehand.
Yes, and I was dancing behind Mario Lopez.
You were indeed.
I was dancing and chatting it up with Mario Lopez, and Maria Menounos was there, and some of the other people, the choreographer. Psy wasn't there, but we did dedicate our Gundam style to Psy. And it was a long ass day. And it was funny because, you know, we were like, they didn't expect me and Stacey to be together. And I had on my little Afro lady shirt at the time. And I learned something very early on, kind of like an artist and repertoire trick. You know, you got to be next to the talent if you want to be seen. And use this tip. If you're in the fitness world or anything that you're doing, if you go to some kind of conference or workshop or somewhere in person, you want to get next to the person who's the person, or the people who are the people, because you're going to pop up on camera, whether that's a still camera or a video camera. And I learned that from this lady right here. So I was like, wait a minute. How many black people are here? Not that many. Check the box. So now the black girl's going to get her ass in front of this camera. I'm wearing my little Afro shirt. I love wearing my little aviator type glasses. So I have my aviator on, picked the fur out as big as I could, but you know, shrinkage is real. And as they were like placing people, where are we going to put this person? They were like, oh, black girl, POC, put her there so we look like we have diversity. Ha. Anyway, and I'm there doing the thing. And I tell you,
I'm just going to interject real quick.
Yes.
And it's not just that you were the diverse black girl with the Afro. Let's not act like you can't dance.
Oh, I mean,
so
yeah.
If you were 2 left feet, black girl with the Afro, they'd be like, well, we put it to the side.
Facts.
Shot, but also off to the side. So you caught the choreography, you did it well. So that on top of being the black girl with the Afro.
You know,
Continue.
and you know, sometimes they expected black people to know how to dance. You know, I'm just gonna put that out there. So,
So sometimes they get majorly disappointed.
Don't
So
ask me to
that's not
sing.
stereo-
Don't ask me to sing or play basketball. It won't happen. Not in my life. Ask me to dance. I'm your girl. You got me dead to right. So, we do the thing. We do it. And then the real thing happens. And I tell you, if you've ever been in a flash mob, and if you ever want to do a flash mob, whenever we go back to real life, whenever the fuck that means, it was chaos. It was like when the music came on at the Grove, people lost their shit and they forgot everything because I don't know what they thought was going to happen, but I'm an penultimate professional. So I maintained my position. I knew the choreography. I didn't let the sounds, the sights, or anything distract me. And yes, I was dancing with Mario Lopez. Again, the video, we'll link it in here somewhere so you can be like, oh, that is her, whatever. So we're done. We're done. I can't even tell you what time of day. I can look at the picture and see if the picture metadata shows what time we left. But we still had things to do. At that time, when I was teaching Zumba all the time, and we had merch, and we were doing things and sending packages and all this stuff. And I don't remember how we got to the mailbox. How did we get to the post office? I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't remember. I needed to get something because I was getting something.
Yeah,
right?
you were getting something, and okay, so it don't matter because you know Issa Rae is obviously a LA
I
girl.
might have been getting a rent check. I don't remember.
Hi, we could have been. We was on. You know what? This gonna go longer than it needs to go. But I'm gonna say this. When I tell you the struggle is real, and I can tell you that you know your girl right here, me. I'm speaking for myself. You know, I know something about a payday loan. Okay, I know something about getting a money order at the post office to hold the money because I don't know when my next money is coming, and I don't want the checking the cash people to come get my ass, so I put in a money order. So we might have been doing that at the post office.
I might have totally been getting a money order for some reason because they're usually or mailing something. It was one of the two. I don't know. I know I was at the counter.
Yes, you were at the counter, and Stacy rolls around with the camera. I don't even know if it was a camera phone or what it was, but I'm sitting there like, and I'm just like, maybe a little stank on me because I was dancing for a while. And in walks Issa Rae to the post office on La Brea and Washington. And I'm like, because I watched the misadventures or just awkward black girl. And I just thought it was so fucking amazing that this girl had a crew of people who believed in her, and they filmed all this shit on whatever type of cameras, but it was a total series, one that I binged watched, even though I watched it as it came on. Then when it was over, I rewatched the whole thing again. So I've seen her work with Pharrell. I've seen her do all the things. And I'm like, wow, Issa Rae is the motherfucking bomb. So, but in that moment, I was like, oh, she at the post office like me. I don't know what she's doing. And I said, oh, Jesus, I better ask her for a picture and just tell her I appreciate her. And I was like, you know, I don't know what the picture gonna look like. I'm gonna ask you, and if you tell me no, I'm just gonna be like, I saw you and that was cool. And I said, hi, can I get a picture? And that is the picture that I got. And I was able to tell her that, you know, I loved on her. And I really appreciate the view and all of the realness that's in the Awkward Black Girl series, because they have everybody in the goddamn series. But when she would drive around places in the neighborhood, you know, like We Got Y'all, I knew where that was in Leimert Park, or even with the show Insecure, I'm like, oh, I know where the dudes' apartments are. I know where that area is in the jungle. Like, I know where that hot dog stand is. I know where that is. Like, and so crazy where my office is now, my Pilates studio is on Olympic and Flower. And I don't know if her offices are somewhere over there, but I would often see them filming Insecure over in the buildings next to my Pilates studio. And I'm just like, love to see it. Love to see it. I done seen her glow up. We've all seen her glow up. And it just was a reminder that you just do what you do. And at some point it'll make sense, and it'll all make sense. And when you live in your authenticity, that when you're doing it real, it allows other people around you to do their best. And all together you guys create this wonderful situation. I mean, she has her HURRRRRR Productions. Before it was Issa Rae Productions. Then she has now a radio that's about to come up. She has artists signed to her music endeavors because we all love her music. We all love the crazy raps and the stuff that she would see in the mirror when she's talking to herself. It's like she's so relatable because she ain't, and we aren't, regular black girls, right, Stacey?
I don't know. Are we? Aren't we?
I feel like we've always been awkward.
Oh, well, yes. In that regard, sure.
Yeah, because I mean, like, we went to school in the hood on 108th and Dinker. Y'all look that up, see what school that is. And it's like when we were like, oh, we're gonna see. That's what I'm talking about. I said it was quiet, and then some bullshit gonna start. Anyway, so you know,
talked it into existence.
I did. It's my fault. I'm gonna keep it rolling though. When these people moved in next door to me, it's like they put a pipe right in this wall that wasn't there before because we've lived here for years, and now this, whenever they do whatever the fuck they're doing, it's just so loud. But anyway, I digress. Going back to my point, you know, being people who loved comics, comic books, video games, it wasn't cool back then. It wasn't cool. Liking Depeche Mode, Duran, you know. Now, Lisa Frank, we did that. And by the way, y'all, if you're wondering about the unicorn, I stole it from Stacey. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm gonna put that out there.
Let's set the record.
Let's get it straight. Let's get it straight. I stole the unicorn from Stacey.
She stole it. It's fine.
I stole it.
It's going on for I don't know how long.
Yeah, she liked unicorns when we was young. We've been friends for a long time, and I liked unicorns latently. I liked it later in life. So thank you for the unicorn, Stacey.
Sure. That's everybody. I'm gonna put that on everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody had some audio issues there a little bit.
Everybody, what?
I'm saying everybody who's now on the unicorn train.
Oh, all y'all
started it.
You been on it
when I was 14.
You've been on it. And can I just shout out the entrepreneur that is on this phone, on this call, or whatever the fuck this is that we're calling the podcast? Because I found a meme.
You sound so old right now. On this telephone.
No. You want me to sound on the thing? It's on the thing. It's on the thing. It said shout out to whoever was selling the candy lady, the cookie lady, the chip guy at school. You were early entrepreneurs, and that's Stacey. That's Stacey all day long. She's a cookie lady. That cookie's bomb. Half a can cook. Anyway,
I don't cook nothing now.
I was watching the Terrell show. I watched his show, and it's so many. He has 1 million followers, and I go back and rewatch things because they're so magical. And the one lady who was on there, what is her name? Madeline Brené. She's a black opera singer. She does trap opera. And she's everything. And she said, they asked her because she said she was Creole and something else. And said, oh, what's your favorite thing to make? She said, reservations. I was like, yes, I don't cook anymore. Anyway, going back to Issa Rae. This is why you have a script. So I say all this to say, yes, that's my picture with Issa Rae, but it means a lot more to me than just, okay, you took a picture with this person. If Issa Rae never became anything more than what we know right now, I would still be proud as fuck of that picture. And I'm even prouder because what Issa Rae has done with herself, her own glow up, glowing up others, branching out, diversifying, showing people how to film black skin differently, the cinematography, the person that she worked with that, just so many different things, and to hear the different music and see the neighborhood and black people in a way that is very multifaceted. And I hate to use all the words that people are using these days, like black people are not a monolith. It's true. No black person has the same experience. There's a lot of similarities. I would even say that, somebody who's Jamaican wouldn't have the same experience as a American born here, or maybe not a Belizean, or maybe not a black British, but we're all black. So there's some DNA stuff that goes through us that's very similar, but Issa Rae showed us everybody. She's still showing us everybody. So when I see her, I go, because she's on this show and she made Insecure and she brought the people, or she brought the masses to her, because she never changed who she was. She went to Stanford and all that good shit. And if y'all, shout out to her going to Stanford, not because of Stanford, because Stanford allowed her to film on campus, and they've never done that before. So that will let you know what the power of Issa Rae is, and the power of those people who follow the beat of their own drum. So shout out to her for that long ass story, taking it back around. Issa Rae, I love The Sweet Life on HBO Max with those kids. Those could be my kids in the neighborhood I grew up in and stuff. And I love it because I had to watch all the other shows on like MTV and shit. And I'm like, I wish, my black friends, we kind of live like that. Why is there no show about us like that? So A Sweet Life, y'all might not watch it, but if you haven't watched it, I love to see it. And I'm watching right now, and I'm going to digress because I'm about to wrap this hoe up. Selling Tampa.
Before you go into Tampa,
Selling Tampa.
I just want to say that Issa was lovely to take the picture with us. She was very sweet. She said we made our day, because I don't think she was expecting people to recognize her. In the post office at that moment. So she was delightful. That's all. She just wanted to clear up. She wasn't, I'm not a jerk or anything.
She was sweet as pie. But I was going to say about Selling Tampa, because of visibility, there would be no Selling Tampa. It would be no other these shows, and each one of the people, and it is Issa Rae. It's the Issa Rae effect. We're going to call it the Issa Rae effect. But it's her, and the marketability and showing the black excellence, showing black dollars, showing black people who are gangbangers, who are just your regular hustle person, the homegirl at the building, knocking on the door, what's up with my rent, where's my son can't play, like these are people that and even watching Selling Tampa, and I'm gonna close with this. I'm watching Selling Tampa because I love all y'all, and y'all like really giving me a whole other vibe that I can relate to all you girls. But I'm just mad that houses cost so much in LA. Because looking at what y'all getting in Tampa, I could get a house in Watts. So I'm just mad about that, and I want to tell somebody.
So a house in Watts, huh, girl?
I'm tripping, right? So
you that's LA proper. You got to go outside of that.
Man, they were showing some house. It was like 1.7 million. And I was like, that upstairs, downstairs, movie, room, projector, boom, boom room, fitness room, 4-car garage, 1.7. 1.7 over here is a condo where you got to wash your clothes to somebody else. I mean, it's
1.7 is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath house in a corner lot that's narrow, like you just tiny home. One of them tiny.
Yeah, but I'm saying that to say all of y'all, all the different home shows, all the different shows showing us doing other things. We do all the things, just like everybody does all the things. It's just so refreshing. And I'm not going to say that Selling Tampa was affected by Issa Rae, but maybe, maybe they got a chance when Sherelle Johnson shopped the show. Maybe it's like Issa Rae got that momentum, 5 seasons on HBO Insecure. We know we're going to get some viewership, and they are getting, they're number 3. Oh, they're number 3. So I'm calling that the Issa Rae effect. That's what I'm calling. Pretty Ricky, what they call him. Anyway. So yes, she was very lovely. She may never remember that moment. And I hesitantly tagged her on the second slide. I don't expect nobody to be like, oh my God, Michelle, come and teach me Pilates. Or no, I'm just saying thank you. Thank you for opening up, and all of y'all, Pharrell, everybody, all the black people who are doing the things that are getting us out there to see something else. Because that is really what the fuck I'm about. Let me just show you something else. The stuff that happens to us is partially systemic, and to be somebody who can get out of it or crawl out of some of it and just be living in a different way than what is portrayed negatively, is so powerful to me, and it really fuels me. So when I saw Issa Rae back in 2012 and I knew that she was doing it, she's somebody that I hold up and be like, I can do it. And I don't have to be 20 different people. I can just be Michelle. And if you fucking with me, you fucking with me. And if you're not, you're not. And somebody will. And somebody did. And shout out to Issa Rae. Shout out to Stacy for fucking with me, all these years, Cause not, and I say that to the Issa Rae, yes, that's love, but this is real love. This is my girl on this call, podcast, whatever. Because when I said, hey, I want to do this, she's the first person to say, well, this is how we got to do it. So when y'all think about, it's like, why do I always hear this name, Stacy? This is the person. She is the one. And she just motivates me and keeps me on track, and even sometimes pisses me off, like our conversation this morning.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because, when somebody sees you, and then, like, when she always says to me, when I was thinking this, and I'm wondering about that, da-da-da, and she's like, I was just waiting for you to see yourself.
Facts.
And that's why I don't like her.
I'm just saying. I used to get upset because I'm like, or angry, like, girl, how you not see this? But then it's not me to get upset at what you can't see. I have to wait for you to see it.
It take me a little while.
Because me seeing it ain't gonna do you no good. I mean, I see it like, hey, you can do this, but until you recognize it and you see it, there's no point. I'm just a cheerleader, but if you ain't hearing the cheers,
come on, pom-poms. I'm gonna drink to that. Yeah, you all right. I like you, cuz. What up, cuz? So, wrapping this thing up. With that's pretty much it. We'll just edit, fix things or whatever. I'll have to edit this video, but it's all good. But all the other stuff I said about Stacey is really true. But part of it you're gonna hear, part of it you're not gonna hear. I'm in my pimp coat. I feel like a sheep that is about to be shorn. Is that a word? Shorn?
That is a word.
That is because my brain said shorn, and I was like, is that a thing?
Yes, that is correct.
Is that the right thing?
Well, it is a...
It's a word. I'm Googling it.
Yes, shear and shorn, yeah.
Shear. To the cut up.
Are you currently
Oh my
Googling?
gosh. It's a word.
Yes.
How did I know that shorn was a word? You don't know either. Okay, so yeah, to cut the wool off a sheep or other animal. Now, I don't know what other animals have wool. We'll have to look that up another day.
Llamas. You can shear a llama.
Llama. You can shear a
or
llama.
Alpaca. And alpaca.
That's alpaca. You gotta dab that shit. Anyway, shout out to Denzel. All right, that means my medicine is wearing off. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Miss AfroGeeks, for being an amazing tech person. This is one of many to come. I will wrap up this musings by saying, if you want to do anything in life, you're going to have to get to work. We out. Thank y'all.
Bye.
Bye.